In this video, I have explored the concept of food deterioration. Food deterioration is a biochemical activity which makes our food unfit and unacceptable for our consumption. So, foods can undergo deterioration to varying degrees. Okay, in organoleptic properties, they can result in loss of nutritive value, safety, or aesthetic appeal of our food product. Now, this food deterioration is often associated with advanced spoilage of our food. That's why you say it makes our food unfit for human consumption. The food can be subjected to food deterioration in any one of the ways: physical means, chemical means, or biological means. It occurs as a result of series of primary and secondary events. Okay. Now, for example, when transporting a fruit from point A to point B, the fruit undergoes mechanical damage resulting in bruising. In such a case, food deterioration is a result of physical means, that is mechanical damage to apple or pear, let's say. Now, this bruising is a primary event which is responsible for food spoilage. When the fruit undergoes bruising, then the protective layer, which is peel, is lost due to cell wall degradation, resulting in cell membrane leakage and enzymatic release. This promotes spoilage as it facilitates easy entry of microbes into our fruits and vegetables. So these are called as secondary events that contribute to food deterioration. So primary events, they are often dependent on factors which are inherent to the product. For example, you have the composition of the product, the pH of the product, or glass transition point. Or it could also depend on factors related to environment in which food is kept. For instance, the temperature of storage environment, the amount of light your product receives, or the time period for which your product is stored. Now, this has definitely got a negative implication on texture, flavor, color, and nutritive value of our food products. Suppose we consider an apple which is bruised, there is enzymatic browning, and the bruised area is often softer than the rest of the fruit. It does not give the same flavor that you would expect to get from a fresh fruit which is not bruised. Meaning, your consumers do not have any sort of economic value from this product. So, this will go into dumpsters as people want to experience the product for what it is rather than for the bruised part. Okay, that's why food understanding food deterioration is very important, as A, it can lead to economic loss for companies, B, it can result in food waste which is not good for environment. So what is it in food that causes food deterioration? You have two types of constituents present in food. One is your major constituents that form the bulk of the food system, which include water, proteins, lipids, carbohydrates. And then we have minor constituents which form very small fraction of food. They are present in enough quantity just to carry out certain biochemical reactions within your body. Example, you have vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and additives. Now, all these constituents, that is both major and minor constituents, are required for growth and reproduction of any cell, be it human cell, animal cell, or microbial cell. So if these components are present in your food in very high quantity, then it can lead to growth of microorganism and its reproduction. That's how your biological spoilage of food occurs. Now, when we talk about proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates, they can also contribute to chemical instability issues in your food product. So, these molecules, when they undergo processing condition, they are subjected to very high temperature. And when they are subjected to such high temperatures, they often undergo reactions like Maillard reaction, starch gelatinization, or lipid oxidation, which result in production of certain flavor components. Now, when we talk about lipid oxidation, the oxidation process does not necessarily yield good flavors. It can also result in production of rancid of flavors which are not well perceived by consumers. And if these molecules are not monitored during processing and storage, then it will render our food product unfit for consumption by consumers. Similar is case with minor constituents like vitamins, enzymes, additives, and so on. Thank you for staying with me through the video. In case you have any queries, please feel free to put them in the comment section and I'll get back at the earliest.